How many voices do you have in your head at any given time?
Six. No, I mean, I just go in and out of them. I think it's fun. It's what I was getting away from. And you were one of the people who said, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Just keep doing be part of you. And I'm like, comedians are, for the most part, and I've never wanted to be this, but I wanted to be something other than what I am. And I think there's always a piece of that in all of us. I don't know if when you were in the NFL, did you just want to be an NFL player? It seems like there was a lot more.
Yep.
And you want to be a holder?
Nope. No. Grass is always greener, though. That's everybody's mindset.
Right. There's comedians a lot of times want to be rock stars. Rock stars want to be comedians. There's lots of jokes about that kind of stuff. But for me, I was trying to get away from the voices. But as I started doing more podcasting and being able to talk as myself and work the impressions in and go in and out, that became more of going, okay, so this is my thing, and I can own this and go with it. So to go back a little bit,
best in the world at it, by the way.
It's top 5, and so top 5. So last time I was here, I was in Cleveland. All right, so I go to Cleveland, and Pat had told me too. I was going back and forth to Cleveland because my wife was there.
Oh, okay.
So Pat, the last time I was in, I was in a bad way. I mean, I wasn't happy, and Pat sensed it, and Pat knew it, and I didn't know this till after the show. He's like, first time you're on, I don't know. I didn't love you as a person. I liked you as a comedian. I thought you were a good comedian, but I didn't love you as a person, and my world went down. Like, I was like, what did I do? And I realized I go into a lot of rooms, and I act like a real jerk. I like to be funny, but it's especially, and you're from Pittsburgh, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there's something in that region where you go into a room where there's somebody who you don't know, and you start acting like you know them, and they go, whoa, I don't know, I don't know anything about you.
You don't know me, man.
You're speaking out of pocket right now.
Yes, take a step back. And I found that it's happened to me a few times, and you were the one that it clicked with me, and I go, wait a second, I am that jerk that walks into a room and does a lot of this stuff.
Well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic.
So that beside the point. We had a great talk. And
great talk, by the way.
Yeah, and I was scared. I was only rivaled by Gruden's scariness, like because you have an intensity that happens that shows in super positive guy, which is what's part of the infectiousness is this positiveness that you convey that not everybody has that. Some people can be really negative and win like that. You win by having this, just you go for it. Everything's go for it. And I was the pessimist kind of person. And I see that in my son. I'm trying to fix that in him too now. But I went back to Cleveland. I rented a car. I go to rent the car. The guy at the rental place heard John McAfee. Okay. Then I'm at the airport. Actually, the airport first. I go, heard John McAfee. I go to the car rental place. The kid's there. He's like, oh, I can't live without Pat. And I'm going, wait a second. I'm glad I fixed this with this guy because this guy's everywhere. And not just in terms of people, because I would hate to go somewhere and somebody go, he's a jerk. Caliendo's a jerk. And I found out that there are some places I've gone.
No,
it's fine.
Other than here. Let me tell you, this is what happened. You walked in to, the first time I talked to you, I think you were talking as Gruden.
Yeah.
And you talked to me as if I was a punter, right? Which, by the way, anybody who's played in the NFL could talk to me as a punter being an unathletic human because they're in the NFL. You were a human, 5'4", self-admitted, talking to me as if I was some slappy.
On stilts.
But I was like, man, I'm a massive fan of this guy. Right. Massive fan. Been a huge fan of yours for a long time. And you were just talking down to me like I was a child. And I was like, all right, this guy, like I am a fan of yours, but I'm obviously not going to be a friend of yours. Then you came back in and I was like, I told you about it. Yeah. And I was like, hey, I just need to let you know because I'm such a big fan. I thought you were like a very terrible person whenever you talked to me.
Deflated.
Yeah.
You should have seen. He wanted to stop because he was starting to look like I was a sad puppy, and he wanted to get away because he wanted to buy me. He was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't afford this right now.
He had a great family in mind for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Send him over to the pub. But